All right, so what on earth is in this little red box? Well, I'll give you a clue. It's kind of an unusual piece of railroad memorabilia. So let's get started by taking a look at the outside. We've got a lot of gold trim here and of course the General Motors logo. And you can see the text is Electro-Motive division. So this is some old school EMD swag of some kind. Let's go ahead and open up the box. I guess this is turning into an unboxing video here. What do we have? We have 2 decks of EMD playing cards. Maybe that's a little bit underwhelming, but bear with me because I think there's still a story here. Let me first talk about how I got these cards. My grandfather worked for General Motors his entire career after he left the military. He worked for Pontiac for a long time and later at the GM Training Center, so my guess would be these playing cards were probably just a little gift that GM handed out to its employees. Well, my grandfather ultimately gave these to my grandmother, who was an avid bridge player, and I don't know that she found these cards all that desirable, so once I found them, she gladly gave them to me. Let's just take a look really quick at the cards themselves. You can see, we've got a blue and a red deck, and again, we've still got a lot of gold trim here, even gold on the side of the cards themselves, and you turn them over and, they're just normal playing cards. But I will say this, after working for a big company myself for a long time and getting quite a few freebies, this is nicer than anything I've ever gotten. These days all we get is kind of cheap trinkets, but back in the day I think companies actually handed out nice stuff to their employees. So I do think there is a little bit of a bigger story here. I mean, my grandfather didn't even work for EMD, and yet somehow he got these playing cards. I think GM was just, flexing its muscle, showing off to its employees how many different companies it had. And they made a lot of different things. I mean, cars, trucks, buses, locomotives, construction equipment, military vehicles. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's really pretty amazing. So just a little bit of history on EMD. General Motors acquired what was then called the Electro-Motive Company in 1930. They would change the name to Electro-Motive Division and grow that company into really a global brand. I mean, their locomotives could be seen and can still be seen today running around the world. Many of them are still running right here in the United States. So unfortunately, GM ultimately sold EMD. It's now controlled by Progress Rail, which is owned by Caterpillar. GM definitely had to get rid of some of its brands as we entered the 21st century. Just looking at these playing cards, my question was, well, are they worth anything? I actually found several sets on eBay. There were a lot of different varieties of these, and the highest price I could find was $30, and I even found a set exactly like mine for $20. So do I plan to sell these? Well, no. EMD has always been my favorite locomotive manufacturer. I just think their equipment looks and sounds better than anything else out there. And these cards also have sentimental value to me. I mean, they were given to me by my grandma. My grandfather somehow acquired them. I think they're just gonna stay on my shelf along with all my other odds and ends. As I wrap up this video, I've got a question for you. Do you have any unusual memorabilia like this? If so, tell me about it in the comments. And also make sure you like and subscribe, and also hit that bell so you know the moment I upload a new video. And I'll see you next time.